Hello friends, welcome back to our session. So in the last session, we tried to understand a few models of percentage topic, right? How do we deal with the percentage basics? Today it's a continuation of the same thing. Please watch carefully, stay tuned. So we understood the basics of percentage, like what exactly the percentage, and then how do we handle the problems of percentage, blah, 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 right? Today, we'll be trying to understand the applications of percentages, right? Let's see. For example, I have a number 100. I have a number 100. 100 I increased by 25%. The new number will be 125 only. 125, I would like to bring it back to 100. I should decrease by 25 over 125, which is 1 by 5. Your answer will be 20%. Okay. For example, I have a number 100. This number 100 is decreased by 25%. The new number will be 75. I would like to bring 75 back to 100. Then I have to increase the number by 25 upon 75. The fraction will be 1/3. Then the percentage will be 33.33. So my realization is very simple here. The realization in such a way, I increase the number by 25% to bring it back. I am not decreasing by 25, I am decreasing by only 20%. I decrease the number by 25% to bring it back. I cannot increase by 25, rather I have to increase by 33.33. So my common observation from this is if a number is increased by x% to bring it back, it is to be reduced by x by 100 plus x into 100. Similarly, if a number is decreased by y%, to bring it back, it is to be increased by y by 100 minus y into 100. These two are the basic concepts which we can talk about restoring a number in the topic of percentages. How do we restore the number, right? Now we will see a couple of applications on this. So in few other cases you would have seen, I saw a problem here. The problem was like this. The cost of sugar increased by 20%. By how much percent? A family has to decrease their consumption to maintain expenditure on sugar same. I'll repeat again. They said the cost of sugar increased by 20%. Having said they don't want to add any further burden on the expenditure of sugar. They would like to maintain the same expenditure. Now question is this, if the expenditure has to remain the same, by how much percentage the consumption has to be reduced? I'll do the conventional procedure. I will take a cost, I will take a consumption. Assume the cost per kilo is 100 rupees. The number of kgs they are purchasing is X. Now the cost increased by 20%. The new amount is 120. You don't know how many kgs are left. They'll say there are Y kgs. Now for the comfort of the problem, I'll assume this is 10 kgs previously. Previously, a family used to spend on kilo 100 rupees and 10 kilos of sugar. So the total expenditure is 1000 rupees. Now this is 120 into Y. If I simplify the expression, the value of Y equal to 100 by 12, which is 8.3333 kgs. What I can see is 8.333 kgs. Previously, the family used to purchase 10 kilos. Now the family is purchasing 8.3333 kgs. If I look at the difference, 76661, 1.667 kgs less. Now, when someone asks you a question, by how much percentage the consumption has to decrease, it has to decrease by 1.6667 upon base 10 percentages into 100. You all know that now. For example, if I'm talking about the salary of an employee, if I'm talking about a growth in the salary of an employee, You compare the growth upon the base, the previous salary, right? We are talking about the sales change of a company. Last year, the company is having some $100 billion. This year, the company is having $110 billion. You take the growth as 10 upon 100, not on 110. So always the percentage change, whether it's increment or decrease, reduction here, you always take on the base price as the last value. My last consumption is 10, that's why I'll take it at the base. So 1.6677 upon 10 percentage is into 100. When I simplify the expression, my answer is 16.6667 percentage. Now I have to say the family has to purchase sugar in such a way that reduction in consumption is 16.667. Now we learned the concept how to restore a percentage, right? Considering that you don't have to work hard, look at the other way. Because the cost increased by 20%, the consumption has to decrease by 20 by 120, 1 by 6, 16.667% is the answer. Okay, we already solved the questions. 1 by 6 percentage is concerned, 16.6. You don't have to do the lengthy job. Straight away you can solve the problem. There's the beauty of the applications. Got it? Let's see the other way. Now we will try to understand how the changes of percentage are applied with respect to revenue, areas, and volumes. How do we solve the problems? Let's see. For example, we have a question. There is a rectangle. The length of the rectangle increased by 20%. The breadth increased by 10%. Find the effect in area. They ask you find the effect in area. If I have to solve this question, I will take initial length as L, initial breadth as B. So the area is L into B. This is the area of the rectangle. Now it is 120%, which is 1.2 L, 10%, 110%, which is 1.1 B. So if I look at LB is common, 12 into 11, 132, 1.32 into LB. Previously, it is LB. LB in the sense it is 1 LB. Now from LB, 1 LB, it became 1.32 LB, which says 1 became 1.32. There is a growth of 0.32 upon 1 percentage into 100. I can say this is 32% growth. Instead of going for this kind of multiplications, what we do is, if you know area depends on two variables, x and y. X increases by A%, Y increases by B%. The net effect will be A plus B plus AB by 100. For example, this increases by A%, this decreases by B%. A minus B minus AB by 100. This decreases by A%, this decreases by B%, minus B minus A plus AB by 100. We have three such equations. That is, if there are both are increasing, then I'll say A plus B plus AB by 100. One increase, one decrease, A minus B minus AB by 100. If they both are decreasing, minus A minus B plus AB by 100. Now in this question, there is a 20% increase and 10% increase. I have to apply this strategy, right? I have to apply this strategy here. As per this strategy, I will be saying it is 20 plus 10 plus 20 into 10, 200 by 100. My answer will be 32% growth. I will say there is a growth of 32% here. Is it okay? Is it okay? For example, they said for a rectangle, length increased by 30%, breadth decreased by 10%. One increase, one decrease. I will be using the second one. My answer will be 30 minus 10 minus 30 into 10 by 100. If I simplify the expression 20 minus 3, 17% is the answer. So I will say the overall growth is a 17%. We also have a question. There is a square The side of the square decreased by 10%. We are asked to find the change in area. Area of a square is A into A. Both the A's are same only. Now this is 10% decrease, this is 10% decrease. If they both are decreasing, I will say minus 10 plus 10 into 10, 100 by 100. My answer will be minus 20 plus 1, minus 19%. When I say minus 19%, it's a degrowth. It's a 19% degrowth is the answer. This is the best way of solving this question. Got it? This is the best way of solving the questions. So my friends, while you're talking about a cylinder volume, which is pi r squared h, r squared into h, you actually have r into h, three variables. If you're talking about 1/3 pi r squared h for a cone, or you are talking about L into B into H, that's a volume of a cuboid here, or you are talking about A cube, volume of a cube here. In these areas, you will be having rather three variables. How do I solve the problems if I have three variables? Let's try to understand one question of that kind. I would like to say, we have a cuboid whose length, breadth, and height are increased by 20%, 10%, 10%. We are asked to find the change in volume. So my volume change will be, first I'll apply L plus B, X A plus B plus AB by 100 for the first two variables. 20 plus 10 plus 20 into 10 by 100. When I simplify the expression, 32%, right? Now for the answer and left out variable, again I'll apply the model. 32 plus 10 plus 32 into 10 by 100. When I simplify, it is 42 plus 0, 3.2. My answer will be 45.2%. This is the one way of solving the question. But if you look at the way we are solving the problem is, there's no innovation, there is no logic. My friends, please understand, there's no innovation here, there's no logic here. Why there's no innovation, no logic? For a simple reason, we just learned some formula called A plus B plus AB by 100, A minus B minus AB by 100, or you are talking about minus A minus B plus AB by 100. No, this is not the way of solving the CAT questions or then law entrance exam questions or an Ipmat entrance exam questions here. Because you're writing the exam to showcase that, yes, boss, I have my logical skills. They would like to test your logical skills, not your formula skills, right? I keep telling this often, you all know that. So this is a high time we guys have to come out of this. Then how do I solve the problem? Yes, there's a way. Let's see. Henceforth, for all such questions, I'll apply only one method. Volume is L into B into H. I'll assume initial volume is 100 units. Case 1. Length increases by how much percentage as per the question? 20%. The new length is 120 by 100. Breadth increased by 10%. New breadth 110 by 100. Height increased by 10%. The new height 110 by 100. If I simplify the expression, 0, 0 gets cancelled. 0, 0 gets cancelled here. 132 into 0 gets cancelled, 11 by 10. My answer 2541 by 10, which is 145.2. I assumed my initial value is 100. There is a growth of 45.2%. I should say the growth in my volume is 45.2%. That's the best way of solving the question. This is the best way of solving the question. Do not go for the multiple equations and then formula method. We also have another question wherein, in case of a cylinder, they said in case of a cylinder, let me change the color of the ink. Yeah. The radius increases by 10% and the height decreases by 10%. We are asked to find the change in volume. Volume of a cylinder, we are talking about pi r squared h. Pi anyway is a constant. It will not depend on any variable here. I will assume that initial value is 100. R squared, which is R into R into H. For me, there are three variables. R increased by 10%, 110 by 100, again 110 by 100, into H, 10% decreased, 90 by 100. When I simplify the expression, 0, 0 gets cancelled, 0, 0 gets cancelled, 0 cancels here. The value will be 121 into 9 by 10. The value will be 9, 9 2s are 18, 81, 9 plus 1, 10 by 10. The value will be 108.9. So if I look at my 100 became 108.9, the growth is 8.9%. There is a growth of 8.9% in the volume of the cylinder. This is the best way. So whether it is an increase or decrease, for every question, we have the best method. Is it okay? So in our next video, we will try to understand few more techniques. Now, there is some important information, certain very important information here. While we are solving the questions, you would have seen throughout my process, I'm talking about percentage change in area, where it's a product of variables. I'm talking about percentage change in the volume. Again, it's a product of variables. Why we are not talking about a sum? Why we are talking about a product? There is a reason. So please wait for the video. In the next video, we are going to talk about why all these methods are applied only on multiplication, why not an addition. Got it? Till then, stay tuned, subscribe the channel, watch the video. Thank you.